She done got bags. Her husband's a girl. Her career is over. All over the world. Bag lady. She's a prune. Get her husband out the room. Y'all remember when Rashida said we was jealous of her relationship?
This comment makes me question if your brain, the hemispheres are apart or have they come together? Because I'm trying to figure out, where do you get this?
So today, you guys, I got a bit of like good but not good news. So I'm in a piece of a mood. So that's the intro, and we gonna rock with it. Make sure this part is doing what I wanted to do. Yeah, I just got them re-put back in. I ain't gonna lie, when you have a moment where you don't have your locks in for a while, it does kind of like, I was tender-headed for like 3 days, and then my shit was looking like a month old in like 2 weeks. But they back in, they refreshed, which is good because I'm going out of town this weekend. I ain't trying to have my scalp given Florida. Sorry to the Floridians, I'm just saying. Y'all niggas know how y'all walk around. I'm just, but at any rate, you guys, I hope y'all are doing all right today. I am here to recap Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 11. I titled this Grooving Through Grief, given the title, and then also how the women were a safe space for Angela. It was nice to see. It was nice to see them have an actual good time for once. So, nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into the recap. My first bulletin point is, I believe Shamia may be coming into her own, into herself. I do want to say, I didn't even finish off the thought. I knew what I was saying, though, because I just watched the episode. Oh, never mind, I did. Excuse me. The way I take notes is so funny, because, like, I'll do, like, I started writing it here, and then I put a dash there and put some more stuff, and, child, I let my ADHD do, it's crazy. ADHD do what it want to do. But at any rate, I believe Shamia may be coming into her own. Maybe. Now, the real test is going to be the situation with Gerald, because as I said last review and the review before last, he's shooting out powdered peanuts. It's the sperm. Y'all need to stop. Like, if y'all are able to even have a child successfully, that child is probably going to have all types of health shit, just like the last one did. And I hate to be the one to say that, but what's up? All right, guys. Sorry, roommate. I had a question. So at any rate, like I was saying, if she, well, I don't know, because, I mean, they got married, and the agreement was 2 sons and 2 daughters. And I don't know, will Gerald snatch the purse strings or wallet strings if she says, hey, I don't want to do this to my body, I don't want to keep doing this to these women? I don't know, I hope not, but, I mean, the fact that they're still trying with all the odds that are against them, like, it's fucking psychotic. It really is. But, I mean, hey, that'll be for me when she really does that. If, she's able to stand up for herself in that way. Hold up. There we go. Oh, this is the ghetto. Alright, so at any rate, yeah, I like that better. So, yeah, like I said, we'll see the true test with that and how she handles Portia. Like I said, she's kind of at a disadvantage because at the end of the day, once their beef starts picking up, back up. Like I said, at the end of the day, she is at a disadvantage because she's married. Gerald kind of gives conservative. I mean, who knows? It is Atlanta, but I don't know, like, her saying shit like, you kiss Candy in the club and I kiss Candy, like, Portia don't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck about Shamia when they were friends, so she definitely doesn't now that she doesn't have her narcissistic supply anymore. So, like I said, though, she may as well just air the clip once Portia takes it too far, because I do believe Portia, she has no reason to hold back. So, anyway, sorry about that, y'all. Put that back in my laptop. Which, by the way, I can do videos on my laptop too, y'all, but I need to use it while I'm saving this, so it's going to be iPad today. But at any rate, nonetheless, plus all the memes and stuff are on my phone on here. I mean, I could pull them up on my photos, but it is what it is. Maybe next video. So I put the next dash. I need to start addressing scenes. So of course this is when Shamia and Cynthia are meeting each other to kind of rehash Dallas and all that stuff and the birthday party. Gerald apparently had a good time. That's what Jamia is saying. Blah blah blah. This and the third. They're discussing their issues in Dallas. And I like how Cynthia was straightforward, even though she can't be flip-floppy. She said, do you not think you're taking out some of the energy on these ladies? And Shamia said, fuck no, they've lit me up as well. And I do believe that's fair. Don't get me wrong, we dragged Portia last year for being a lapdog. Shamia for being a lapdog. For Portia, who don't give a flying fuck about her. We dragged her last year, but this year to see the same women cozying up to the woman who asked how they husband eat cooch verbatim, and how say that she would fuck one of them, like
Get somebody else to do it.
So at any rate, my thing is just keep the same energy with both of them, like to be lesser upset at the one who did more disrespectful shit. Let me flush this out a little more. So to be clear, the name of the game is Housewives. Portia runs this shit more or less. So I understand playing a long game as far as keep your enemies close, your friends closer, your enemies closer, even though most of my enemies on this show. But at any rate, I understand playing the long game, all that. The way they're going about it, it's the same way we looked at Sheree crazy for being a bone carrier, only for Kim Zolciak. Like, if Angela was doing what she did last year, stirring the pot on both sides, then I'd be like, okay, Angela, I see you. Okay, Drew, I see you. But they actually look like they're enjoying being around this woman who said she would fuck Charles and ask Ralph how he eat pussy or whatever the fuck she asked on that goddamn. She was out of line at that dinner table. I can't remember if that's what she said. I think she said, how do you lick it or something. Aligning themselves with Portia after the way she violated them in that way, the way they're going about it on this show, like unless they show up to the reunion and got a bazooka for her ass waiting, like some tea that we ain't ever heard about Portia, like otherwise, Drew and Angela look like clowns to me. I'm sorry, it just is how it is. Just But at any rate, it's just giving beat up on Shamia because we don't have the balls to go for Portia. And like I said, unless they. And I would need them to say, sorry, Shamia, we were using you as our point of contention, but we really want to get this hoe. And then pull out whatever facts they got. That's the only way I'm going to have any respect left for Drew and Angela by the end of this goddamn season as far as it comes to their dealings with Portia. But it looks like we're in the Mean Girls crew, so we just go along to get along on both their ends. And that's such a stark contrast from who I thought Angela Oakley was last year. With Drew, I kind of get a little bit more. She always wanted to fit in with the crowd, and she never really fit in. But, girl, you also did stuff to not fit in. Because, why you bought that fucking wig, season 13? What the fuck? But anyway, let me get y'all out of this struggle lighting. Y'all, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I got to let this goddamn dog out. She's on medicine, and it makes her pee a lot. All right, the next person to interrupt me is getting cut. So, at any rate, cut water, YouTube algorithm, cut water. Is that better? So anyway, by the way, it tastes fucking disgusting. Oh my God. I'm so glad I was in Atlanta on vacation for my birthday last year. And shout out to Sages. Yes, I actually have more Aquarius in my house than Sag though. That's funny. Nonetheless, the place that has the cut water, or the place where you can go to try all the flavors, I'm so glad I'm cheap, y'all. I do not. I'm bougie frugal. I'm frugy. I'm frugal, but I'm bougie. I'm not paying for parking though. Like I don't like stuff like that. And then it's never just like if it was like 25 cents or $1 guaranteed, and just that a flat rate, not no damn on the hour. No, I'm not. No. This is not the Bellagio. Fuck no. And then I would have been mad if we had went because they're nasty. I finally tried them at a bar in my city, and I was like, what the fuck is this? The only cocktail drinks I really, really like is the high noons, the long drink, long shot, the gin ones, and then Ooh, On the Rocks. That one is made by bartenders and it tastes like it is. From one professional to another. At any rate, back to what we're talking about. So, Dallas, Passionate Up. Shamia said they gave me shit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Cynthia clearly chose a side. But I'm glad that they made up as far as like resolving the conflict, as far as Shamia and Cynthia are concerned. My next bulletin point, I aspire to worry about a random $9,000 disappearing from my account. Shout out to Pinky. And then now it was for food for the restaurant. And then here I put, not a versus. Then I put, she put out AI music. Do you trust somebody who put out AI music? Was it really AI? I wonder which song she's talking about. I got 5. Y'all, that's my go-to song. And now I can do what I do to it now for a little bit. At any rate, I put, for my next bullet point, I believe Pinky may want to prove herself, but I ultimately think that Derek, spelled DERRICK, red flag, is not safe. I think he's not a safe space for her. Even in this moment when they were, jumping ahead a little bit, when they were talking to Montel and his wife, he interjects as soon as she's saying, I felt like he wasn't there. And it's like, dude, she has told you how she fucking feels. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. At any rate. Then I put Drew Yonsei. And I put Candy Coated Nights. And that made me perk my ears up. I wrote a tweet about this on social media, and I was like, I've always wondered, like, the minute K. Michelle revealed that she was blackballed out of Atlanta, like, it wasn't just I'm beefing with Rashida and kind of triangulated with Toya in a way. I don't recall Toya being actively, like, saying anything, but just like these women on this show work behind the scenes, that doesn't mean she couldn't be pulling strings behind the scenes. Based on who she has always been in conflict with, I would say Rashida would be the first one to do some shit, like have her blocked from getting her hair done or whatever in Atlanta. But I'm wondering with her mentioning Candy Coated Nights, like, yeah, Candy is tied to Rashida, but I'm like, did Candy have? I can't see Candy doing stuff like that, but I don't know. You never know. But at any rate, that was just interesting to me. That stood out. I put next, with the scene with Portia, I put Lauren. Oh, by the way, I think with the Shamia thing, I would want to see how that conversation went. As far as K. Michelle bringing up Shamia. I'm going to see how it goes, but by the looks of the next episode clips, it looks like, I don't know, we're going to see how it goes, but if K. Michelle, like, the way she looked when Pinky mentioned, how were you and Shamia, the face she made, I was like, okay, Kay, I can get you not wanting to get into it with Drew, because Drew will be passive-aggressive and make you want to pop her. I get not want to get into it with Portia, because she might pop you in your ass and it might leak again. And she might go She-Hulk and throw plates and equipment. Like, I get it in those situations, but I'm going to need you to just be forefront. I'm going to need you to just be face-fronting with Shamia when that moment comes up. Because, like, you like, I ain't saying put on red wig, K. Michelle, but at the same time, it is like, okay, you're going to have to, it's conflict and resolution. You can be honest and say this is not a safe space, and y'all are not safe, but Shamia is your friend. Y'all should be able to, and I think they're still good to this day. I want to say I saw pictures of them a couple months ago, so I think they're good. Whatever it is, it'll get hashed out, but I don't want to see her run from this conversation. I give her passes on some of the other ones, especially when somebody playing in your face. But at any rate, I don't even know what made me go into that. Oh yeah. In terms of Shamia saying none of my friends want me to be friends with you, and her saying candy coated nights, that's what had me kind of light bulb in my brain. Because initially we think you were talking about the women on the show, but candy coated nights is literally Candy's thing. So I was like, But at any rate, I want to know how Shamia said that. Although it's unnecessary to say, I can see Shamia saying it as a place of, look at me, I want to be loyal to you. I want to, it's something, it's awkward to say that. Like, I don't think that should be said, but I think the reason behind Shamia saying that, I don't think it was like her trying to say, they don't even want me to be friends with you. Like, I don't think it was like that. But Kay has been so scarred from Atlanta, I can see her taking it like that. Not saying that's not how it was said. I don't think it was. I think with Shamia, I can see her saying it more as like pleading her loyalty to Kay. Because we know she will overextend in that way sometimes with people. Nonetheless, moving on to Portia and Lauren's scene. When Lauren said, not multi-sleep with.
I just...
It's a few things sisters don't need to know about their sisters. But one thing they should never know is that their sister is a hoe. I'm just playing. Allegedly. Yeah. But nonetheless, moving on. Portia, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Like, this whole thing with Mike. Like, even if it had started as what is seemingly a fake relationship and started looking realer through on out, I could be like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But they look uncomfortable still, like, when they kiss. It just, why are we here? Like, you're not going to have no... You're crazy enough. She don't need to be on IVF. And I'm not saying that to be insensitive, but we already heard K. Michelle say it made her crazier than what she was. We don't need Portia any crazier than what the fuck she is now. You don't want another baby. Like, why are we doing this? The chef food looked great, though. I will say that. And I laughed when she said, I try not to, sometimes I watch the preview, sometimes I don't. But I did laugh when she said, that door is iron. So either you get a doorbell, either you call my phone or bleed your knuckles. And I was like, okay, that's funny. And then I put, of course he want a little pee-pee. Me. Not that. And then the awkward music, like, that was fun. Classic Portia. She was a little more enjoyable this episode. I will say that. I know, but sometimes I want to be the Cardi B to the BS. That was funny when Kelly said that to her friend in the car with her mom. And, I ain't gonna lie, Mama kind of looked cool with cussing. So I was like, okay, all right. Mama can hang a little bit. Some parents, they stiffen up, even though it's the same cuss words they use. But at any rate, I put that was sweet. Sweet is crazy, not the Stacey Wilson. I put that was sweet of Shamia as far as allowing Kelly to move into her townhome, knowing all the stuff that she had going on. And I also put, I hope this pins the phony accusations. A lot of people think their relationship is not genuine. I can say that Shamia and Kelly do a lot, and they can be very try-hard at times, but I do think they are genuinely friends. And again, season 17 happened. They were already friends 2 years prior to filming season 17, if either 1 year or 2. By now, it's been 2 or 3 years in their friendship. Excuse me. So, like, I can believe they're best friends now. Like, again, as I've stated before, I've had people who I've been friends with for 6 months, and we've been best friends. Like, or we have established a best friend par level, or whatever the hell. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I do think they are genuinely friends. They just do a lot. So, it can look a little forced sometimes. As far as them showing up to the dentist scene and matching outfits, it could have been planned. It couldn't have. Do I really give a fuck? I don't know. And I've actually done that before. Went out with friends, and one of us ended up wearing the same thing. And we weren't even a friend I was super close to. So, it could have just happened. I don't fucking know. I don't really care that much. So, again, they try hard. They do a lot, but I do think they're genuinely friends. So, my next bulletin point, I put condolences for Angela and her... Sorry about that, y'all. Business. So I put, for my next bulletin point, moving to the scene with Angela and her brother, I put condolences for Angela and her family. I literally just went to my great uncle's funeral last Friday. It's Monday. So, yeah, I definitely understand, in a sense, what she's going through. It's nothing like the loss of a parent. That's definitely different. But, yeah, I'm wishing her a lot of healing, and her and her family. Yeah, that scene was a little triggering, actually. But my next bulletin point I put was Angela is dead ass wrong as far as how she's handling Amari's marriage with her children. And I know the issues with Amari were because she's gay. I knew it. It didn't make no sense because it was just like the same thing with Charles and the argument at the damn game and him getting banned. Angela always leaves holes in stories, and I don't like when a women get on the show and do that. Tell us the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is what it is. It's your reality. But I agree with her brother. Now, I do want to wonder, would the brother feel the same way if Amari was, well, I mean, Amari could be unisex as a name. But if Amari was a nigga, I wonder if he would still be saying that same shit. But nonetheless, I agree with him. You're trying to protect them. First of all, it's not even protection. There are people of all types of identities and sexualities in this fucking world. I don't know why y'all want to raise these. Well, because y'all are assholes yourself. Like, I don't. If you're not harming children and everything you're doing with somebody is consensual, I could give a fuck less about what you got going on. And I actually mean that, because y'all be saying y'all don't care about people's bedroom business, but y'all do. Y'all be way too involved in people's bedroom business for me. I just put this shit the other day on a tweet. This nigga was talking about Megan Thee Stallion. First of all, you're a faceless photo incel on Twitter. We know that dick dry. So why are you worried about somebody coochie getting wet? Why do you care? Y'all are weird. That's really weird when you think about it. That y'all be worried about somebody fucking and who they fuck and how much they fuck. Why you give a fuck? You a weird ass fuck. You weird as fuck. Anyways.
Boom.
Yeah. And they was doing a lot with the damn Portia lesbian, gay, like, she just said last reunion, I kiss Candy at the club and you get fucked, that damn fly. Ooh, motherfucker. Bitch. You motherfucker. Y'all, give me a second.
Bitch, I'ma break your neck, ho. Once you come back so I could break your neck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna show y'all, but it's a fly in this neck and I'm killing you hoes. Don't fucking play with me, bitch. I can't stand no disrespectful ass fucking fly. Don't be up in my shit. Like, bugs exist, that's fine, but don't be flying around me, ho. I don't like that shit. I be getting offended and shit, and I gotta eat after this too, so I'm glad I killed that hoe. Alright. Y'all, this review is... Thank y'all for bearing with me. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Please. I found a producer, before I get back on topic, I found a producer that he's willing to work for cheap. My cousin is getting his batch of music done now. I need to plan how I want to do my drops because I have so many fucking projects. So I'm trying to put stuff together. That's what I'm going to be working on while I'm editing this. So, excuse me. So we got some stuff in the works for music. Thank you. All right. So anyway, let's get back to it. I'm so sorry for the distractions, y'all. This is, oh my God. So anyway, I put Kelly looks great in her scene with Phaedra. And then I put Phaedra lying right through that bob. Is Phaedra Parks a good lawyer? Girl, y'all put good person. Girl.
I mean, look.
Oh. Overall rating on platforms like Avo Profile are averaging around a 3.6 out of 5 stars. Positive experiences. Knowledge and results. Favorable reviews highlight her as an intelligent, strong, and deeply knowledgeable advocate. Clients left positive ratings on her work, for her work on libel, slander, and criminal defense cases noted, and she was attentive and communicated consistently. Community standing, negative experiences. Dissatisfied clients frequently cite poor responsiveness, stating that Parks or her office staff were difficult to reach for updates or failed to return emails and phone calls. I could see that happening because, as she has said, she has many jobs. Um, yeah. I mean, 3 point. Now somebody said 2 years ago, why is everyone acting like Phaedra was some good lawyer? All right, at any rate, there's a Reddit post, but I'm going to read that later. I just wanted to get a clarified answer on that. So, I mean, if 3.6 is good for y'all, I guess. And I mean, that's one site, to be fair, but Bobby Brown, did she win any of his cases? I'm just saying. Circa 92, I miss Kenya. Kenya, why did you do that? Girl, why? And I'm not saying you was wrong, because at the end of the day, you threatened me with a gun. I'm going to show a gun in your mouth, yes, but not at your salon, girl. And not like that. You could have just threatened her with the pictures, saying you got them. Or just get to the second poster board and say, we're going to hold this last one, but I know how you get your money. Po. I don't know, something. I just don't. Kenya. So at any rate, Kimora.
Hey, how are you?
And now we stuck with Baddies of Atlanta. Anyways, if you don't want me to share my truth, don't put me through those things. A quote from Kelly, and I put in parentheses Erica De Niro TV. She is always an advocate of be careful the story that you are and or how you present in someone's life, because people will talk. That goes for parents and children. That goes for colleagues. That goes for anything in life. So you do want to be careful how you treat people, because when it's time to hear how you treated them, you got to take the good with the bad. It is what it is. You cannot negate people's experiences. And then I put Phaedra may actually have a heart. She might. She just might. For her to do it, well, no, I'm gonna go with. I mean, she's a liar, but I'm gonna go with she not gonna charge Kelly for all her services. So that's good. I also put she would probably never admit it, but I think Apollo was domestic. I do. Oftentimes, more than not, people like to act like men show up differently in relationships, but they really don't. So if Cherie went through all that, and then I always go back to that scene with Phaedra and Apollo in the garage. I always go back to that scene, and it's just something so eerie about how, he really forgot the cameras was there. She held her cool, but I was worried for Phaedra in that situation. And had the cameras not been there and that had been happening, I don't want to go no further than that, but it's just a thought that I've had. Especially with the way that she has brought him up this season quite a bit in not the best light, which is her experience to talk about, but nonetheless, I put Pinky looks great, the black and white at the meeting with Montel Jordan, his wife, and her nigga. So anyway, I put next, I disagree with Montel. Marriage has always been a business. The quality of the relationship, matters, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, this idealized fantasy of marriage that y'all have, it's just, I'm good. We can have something on paper that says if I get in the hospital, you can make decisions on my behalf if I find somebody that I trust like that. And even then, that doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. That could just be a friend. But whatever. Y'all do what y'all want to do, child. But I don't agree with him saying that the marriage, the business, doesn't make the relationship. No, I don't agree with that. It's not a one or either. Both are important, especially if y'all are business women and businessmen. He looks great for his age, though. He got that Method Man thing going on. He has his little salt and pepper, whatever. Then I put Pinky. I'm waiting to see this friend you speak of. in terms of how she was describing Derrick, Derrick. Is the friend in the room? So at any rate, I put Phaedra when she met up with Portia in the Range Rover. Is it the Escalade? I can't remember. But when she pulled up to get Portia, I put Phaedra. Why are you yellow? Yeah. This is why we don't mouse over when she said back, I think it was season 8, she said, oh, it's too dark like Kenya. And Kenya made the comment, back then it wasn't really popular to discuss colorism on reality TV shows like it may be more acceptable now. However, she made that comment and they just kind of moused over it because it's Kenya, of course. But yeah. You said that bullshit and now you up here looking like a fucking SpongeBob's mother. Like, what the fuck is going on with her fucking foundation? At any rate, my next bulletin point, where they're meeting at Drew's house, fast forward to that, I put, now Drew, this is a spread. This is a motherfucking spread. This why them employees ain't getting paid. Look at that motherfucking spread, y'all. I'm just playing. But that spread looks so fucking good. Like, I was getting very, very salivacious. Is that a word? It is today. Phaedra funny as fuck when she said, "Nah, I invited K Michelle," and what I love about her with that was her delivery. Like she let enough time slide. Just kidding. That was funny as fuck. That would have been disrespectful as hell. I would have been like, "Oh, Drew, you need to be on Portia Phaedra ass for the rest of the." Oh my god. But it's also funny because like even if y'all thought she really did, y'all think K Michelle gonna come? Like, no, I don't see K Michelle going to Drew house anytime soon. I put not 2026 Phaedra or back in the day. And I put Cynthia, no, she ain't addressing that wig. She mentioned that wig, but they're right in front of Phaedra. They can see her foundation. I don't know if she's mentioning that. It would have to be that. That's what I'm thinking she's mentioning. The fact that Phaedra is a lot more lighter than she originally was. And even with the makeup off. Like, and don't get me wrong, I know when you start taking care of your skin, you get some money, you get a dermatologist, your skin will lighten up naturally. But when I saw her barefaced, I still was like, I don't know. Based on looking at her back then. Yeah, technology was different and all that. But when I saw season 7, the reunion, the only girl that wasn't chocolate up there was Claudia, and she's still pretty damn dark. So I just was like, Phaedra, what's going on? Oh, my next bulletin point I put was Angela, here we go again. Talking about some Mr. Clean. I just like, this why I don't be caring about no transphobia when Shamia be calling you Bigfoot. I'm sorry, like, and again, Angela, you already got Flavor Flav on your shit, you know. Granted, Mr. McClean is a white man, but it's just like, why do you need to keep doing this? You and Pinky is cool now. And actually, Notori and Pinky do look alike. They do have some similarities in their looks. So, yeah, I don't know, Angela. I'm trying to feel bad for you this episode, but girl, that shit pissed me off. It was annoying. Especially if y'all are good. And if y'all were still at odds, whatever. I don't care when they take shots at each other when they still at odds. Because, I mean, you don't like the hoe. So, my next bulletin point, I put Cynthia literally lied to Shamia about leaving that text conversation at the table. Not to be trusted. Not to be trusted. And then I put Drew loves her spot at the Mean Girls clique. She does. She loves her spot at the Mean Girls table. I think she really was taken in sitting in the center too. I think she loved that. She finally belongs. So I put next, not the rainbow cake. Then I put, now Portia slow. But you can take the other half. That was funny as fuck.
Tits and lesbians.
That was funny as hell. I was like, Portia is giving me, like Portia back in the day. Funny, like, you know, not that fast, but a little quick. Well, Definitely fast forward what the people say. I'm just saying what the people say. Because if you got the money for the pussy, you got the pussy for the money.
Pussy for the money. You got the money for the pussy.
So, but yeah, but you could take the other half as hilarious. It was. I also put not Morse code and is Ralph in the basement. Now if Thru confides in them about what's going on with the divorce and stuff, I don't know if that joke was necessarily the best, but I don't know. We haven't heard about it on the show. We're hearing more on the blogs than we are on the show. But yes, Thru is carrying the show, as y'all say. My next bullet point I said was, give me a goddamn Fangie, LOL. Oh my God, Pinky is too funny. And then when she said Mr. Clean for 500, I like that she's not taking the joke seriously. Like, I like that. I like when people can poke fun at themselves like that. Or a joke that was made towards them. I put a little elderly. Like, Portia, she was having me laughing quite a few times during this episode. I'm going to give her that. And then my next bulletin point was, I put Portia is still insane. But that was sweet, the gift that she gave Angela, the picture of her mother. I think that was very sweet. The way that they rallied around Angela, got her gifts and stuff, I thought that was very thoughtful. That was very kind of them. And then I put the roller skating is cute. Finally a good time. Like, this is what we want to see more of. Like, all y'all want to see is bloodbaths and stuff. And I bet some people are going to call this episode filler. They're going to say it was boring. Because, like, y'all, the template that y'all want to see is fighting all the time. Going at it, who can read the most. And, like, that's not what Housewives was originally about. Until y'all from Zeus Network came over. Maybe they got some producers from Zeus Network. Truly. I don't know. Then I put Pinky is hilarious when she ripped that wig off. Pinky is very funny. Pinky's great. The only thing I really don't like about Pinky is her husband, to be honest. Like, everything else about her, to me, I like somebody who's direct and curt. I like that. I'm okay with it. Like, don't get me wrong, she might not know how to turn off the boardroom all the time, but at the end of the day, she did, she's, you know what I'm saying? I like her. And I love her accent. I love that she's Jamaican, but from Baltimore. Like, I like it. And I can hear all of it, at separate times. And sometimes some stuff mixes. So I like that. Then I put tight pants and ankle huggers. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt, y'all know I think Portia is damn near a sociopath. But I do think that Dennis hurt her very badly and embarrassed the fuck out of her. Now, I mean, like Angela says, this one village whore expecting another village whore to be faithful. But neither here nor there, like, he really did take her through there. Like, to cheat on your wife or wife-to-be during pregnancy, nasty work. Nasty, nasty work. I think they're still dealing with each other intimately because he shouldn't have felt that comfortable to pull up to her house like that and be on that type of timing. Not that they're in a relationship, but, like, if they, need to butt bump real quick, Dennis here, I'm familiar with it, how I like, boom. It's just the comfortability that he has. And then we already knew her storyline with Simon was not, and even with the story she told, with them happening in December or whatever, and let's say that was real, her and Dennis were still messing with each other. It's like, ugh. But, nonetheless, I felt a little something for her with that specific, just the general, doing that to your mother's, or the mother of your child. Like, that's kind of very trashy. But if they still doing it, she needs to stop. Because, I'm sorry, he's just too comfortable if y'all are not intimate for him, the way he moves. And the way he acts like I was waiting for you to get it together. Like, But whatever, Portia. We just gonna go with whatever she say because it's the Portia show, child. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Y'all hear my stomach? So I'm gonna go. Fuck this club cup. Fuck this. Nah, for real. I got some chicken. I got some fried chicken from Publix. I stood there for like 8 minutes and I was like, do I really need this with my big bag? And then me and the Becks bought it, so now I'm gonna go eat that. Because I'm about to get back in the gym soon, so I'm gonna be on keto, so I'm damn sure not gonna be having no fried food. So I might enjoy it while I last. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this review. I think I kept this a lot shorter than the last one, although we did have some interruptions. My apologies. But I will see y'all on my next video. Y'all be on the lookout for music and stuff coming soon. And yeah, if there's any shows y'all want me to watch and recap, let me know. It can be reality TV or not. But yeah, y'all have a great day. Enjoy. Leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Boom. See y'all later. Bye.